Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be doing a best class setup for the Spitfire submachine gun here in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 after update 1.18. Now that's the thing guys, if you're wondering why I decided to go ahead and do a best class setup for the Spitfire for today's video, and the reason why, and that's if you guys didn't already know, yesterday the time me making this video, there was a brand new special order that was added into the game where, if you go ahead and purchase it, you are going to be getting access to the brand new Deep Voyage Mastercraft camo for the Spitfire submachine gun. And I'm not gonna lie, this particular Mastercraft camo looks really awesome in my opinion. So since the new Mastercraft camo released for the Spitfire, I thought I'd go ahead and do a best class setup for it. And of course guys, as you can see, this is the created class over here. Now starting off, I'm going to be using the base variant of the Spitfire, and that's just because personally, I do not have the new Mastercraft camo. However, the differences between the Mastercraft camo and the standard variation of the Spitfire are cosmetic only. And instead, I am going to be using dark matter camo, which I'm not gonna lie, looks really nice on this particular weapon. For our first attachment, we are going to be using extended mags, as well as our second one, we are going to be using fast mags, because if you run these two attachments, you really don't have to worry about running out of ammunition, which is always useful because of the Spitfire's insanely fast rate of fire. For our third attachment, we are going to be using quick draw, just so that way we can get our iron sights up as quickly as we possibly can. Then for our final attachment, we are going to be using stock, just so that way we can sidestep as well as maneuver a little bit easier when we are going to be using this class setup. For our piece of gear, we are going to be using stim shot, and then for our first perk, we are going to be using scavenger, just so that way we do not run out of ammunition. Then for our final perk, we are going to be using ghost. Also guys, if you go on to enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on it down below. Let's go ahead and see if we can break 15 likes on this video. That'd be absolutely amazing. And yeah guys, now that I got the intro out of the way, I will see you when I join up into my first game. Alright guys, so of course, as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our first game. This time, we are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on Icebreaker. Now of course, as you guys can see, we are going to be using dark matter camo. Now that's the thing, usually, whenever I use the Spitfire, I like to use diamond camo. However, I thought I'd go ahead and switch it up a little bit and use dark matter camo. And also guys, this is my first game of the day, so if I am a little bit rusty, that's the reason why. And if you guys would like to, feel free to comment down below, did you go ahead and purchase the brand new Mastercraft camo for the Spitfire? And there we go, that's going to be our first kill. Because that's the thing, in my opinion, I think the brand new Mastercraft camo looks really awesome and is very intricate, and that's one reason why I personally like it. And there we go, that's another kill. Wait a second, there's a peacekeeper on the ground, so you know what? Let's go ahead and see if maybe we can get a kill with this thing. That'd be pretty awesome. And of course, I am going to be using the crash specialist, which is really useful if you are going to be using the Spitfire, because one of the main drawbacks about this particular weapon is you run out of ammunition extremely quickly. However, if you make sure to run scavenger, as well as if you are going to be using crash, you really don't have to worry about ammunition. And also, since we are going to be using extended mags as well as fast mags, it means they don't really have to worry about running out of ammunition in your magazine. And there we go, that's one kill. Alright guys, so of course, as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our second game, and this time, we are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on Grind. Now that's the thing, for this particular game, we did join in a little bit late, however, it's not too big of a deal. And there we go, that's our first kill of the game. As well as an assist, okay. There we go, took him out with the paladin, not gonna lie, that was pretty nice. There we go, took him out. Now that's the thing, recently the spawns have been a little bit scattered, so we do have to be pretty careful. And there we go, that's gonna be another kill. And that's the thing guys, something that's pretty interesting, and that's yesterday, the time me making this video, we did end up seeing our first look at the contracts that are going to be added into Black Ops 4. And that's the thing, I have mentioned this before, and that's we did end up finding out with the launch of the second half of Operation Days of Summer that we are going to be seeing contracts being added into this game. However, up until this point, we haven't really seen how the contracts are going to be working. And then yesterday, Treyarch did end up tweeting out a picture where we did end up seeing a preview of the contracts that are going to be in Black Ops 4. And alright, there we go, that's a triple kill, okay. And there we go, that's another one. And honestly, it is very possible that we are going to be seeing the contracts being added into Black Ops 4 next week at the time me making this video. And there we go, that's another kill, and of course that is going to be the UAV, which that would be really interesting in my opinion, because, and alright, there's some pretty significant lag in this particular lobby, being that just now it was rubber banding around a little bit. However, let's go ahead and call him this UAV. And whether it be Black Ops 3, Call of Duty World War II, or any other Call of Duty game, I always enjoy the contracts, and that's just because contracts give a daily as well as weekly incentive to play the game. And there we go, that's another kill, which is really awesome, especially for games that do have supply drops, being that a lot of the times there are contracts that you can unlock supply drops, which of course is really useful. And something that would be really awesome, and that is hopefully a little bit later into Black Ops 4's life cycle, we do end up seeing a triple play contract being added into the game. And there we go, that's another kill. As well as another one. As well as another one, okay. So what would be really awesome, and that is if Treyarch were to add in a contract similar to the triple play where once you complete 75 wins or 100 wins you get, let's say 10 or 15 reserves, as well as you get a bribe very similar to the one that you unlock at tier 25. However, there we go, that's another one. The bribe is a little bit different, so that means it is confirmed that you are going to be getting a new DLC weapon and not a Mark II weapon. There we go, took him out. Alright guys, so of course, as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our third game. This time, we are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on Arsenal. Now back to what I was originally saying, it would be really awesome if a triple play contract was added into Black Ops 4 because the Grand Slam contracts, the triple play contracts, everything like that really gave longevity to Black Ops 3, and contracts like the triple play kept people playing Black Ops 3 even 2 to 3 years after the original release of the game. Alongside that, triple play contract would be really awesome because it means that there would be a surefire way of you getting a new DLC weapon in the reserve system without having to drop hundreds of dollars. And there we go, that's another one. As well as another one, okay. And you know what, let's go ahead and pick up this Tiger Shark just so that way we can be a bit more effective at those longer ranges. And yeah guys, if you would like to, feel free to comment down below what would your thoughts be on a triple play contract being added into this game. And also, just for clarification, when I mean a triple play contract, I mean an authentic triple play contract like the ones that we saw in Black Ops 3, not the triple play bundle that we saw a couple times that cost $20 and you can get a melee weapon. And there we go, that's another one. And there we go, that's another one. And of course, that person was AFK in the back of the map. And of course, let's go ahead and pick up this Peacekeeper. And there we go, took him out. And let's go ahead and give my teammates a bit more health. As well as let's throw this down just so that way my teammates as well as myself have a little bit more ammunition. Alright guys, so of course, as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our fourth game. This time, we are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on firing range. Now that's the thing, and I'm going to be using Prophet. And the reason why, and there we go, that's our first kill, was when I was going to select Crash. I didn't get a chance to use him because 2 people on my team already selected him before I got a chance to. And there we go, took out another one. So that's to come, of course, for this particular game, I am going to be using Prophet. Alright guys, so of course, as you can see, we are going to be joining up into a game of standard TDM here on Seaside Sunset. I'm not gonna lie, overall this is a really cool looking map, and with that in mind, let's go ahead and see exactly how well we can do in this game. And there we go, that's of course going to be our first kill of the game. As well as another one, okay. And another one, and those are of course going to be headshots, so not gonna lie, that is pretty decent. And starting off this particular game, we are doing pretty decent, being my teammates as well as myself. There we go, that's another one. Currently going 4-0 as well, as my team did end up taking the early lead. And alright guys, so we unfortunately died, however it's not too big of a deal. Currently going 4-1, which is pretty decent in my opinion, at least for starting off this particular game. And there we go, that's another one. And that person was walking around with razor wire, oh my goodness. As well as another one. And that person had the ballistic knife, so you know what, let's go ahead and pick it up. And overall, from the gameplay that I have seen of the ballistic knife, it honestly looks like a really awesome weapon. And there we go, that's another one. So far, I've seen people get kill chains, quad feeds, as well as nuclears and nuked outs only using the ballistic knife, which is pretty crazy. And there we go, that's a double kill. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a kill with this thing. And of course, that is going to be the sniper's nest. As well as another one. And alright guys, so of course that's going to be the game. I'm going 37-7, really awesome game in my opinion, and of course I will definitely take it. Alright guys, so of course that's where I'm going to be ending off this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you guys will not miss new upload from me. So yeah, that's of course where I'm going to be ending off this video. I hope to see you in the next one.